What the fuck is this? You not invite Bruce to the house. Bruce is a vamp. The fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Okay. So, like, would you be opposed to me twatting about needing a sugar daddy, but not actually meaning it? For a V12 engine for my Scout? Do you not have money anymore? Like, what's happened? Well, I can explain. I'll just give you money. I have like $150,000. Yeah, that's the issue, honey. The engine I need for my Scout is probably more expensive than that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And we make no money in the BCSO. The cost of living, aka food, is more expensive than what we get paid hourly. You know what? I'm not opposed to people thinking that we're having marital issues. You know, I'm not opposed to people thinking that because you know, let people think we're weak. You know, let people think that we're having problems.
Bro, how long you been married?
Before.
Too many years.
Seen anyone physically touching the truck currently?
Hey, firm, there's 4 people
I didn't think
around
I'd
the
live
truck.
this long, you
2 people
know?
on vehicles.
So, you know, someone I considered a mentor wasn't set in prison clothing in Bolingbroke State Penitentiary, but here we are. But that doesn't really explain why getting denied from the police department has led you to the belief that the law enforcement agencies aren't fit and prepared to defend the state of San Andreas.
Are my client's beliefs the thing at odds here, or is it his guilt?
Listen, you might be experienced with a different type of interview, but I like to conversate with people. I just don't like to ask direct questions like people. So listen, this isn't a courtroom, all right? I'm going to talk to the person on the other side of the table. All right,
sure.
Robin?
Then, yeah, sure. It's converse, by the way, not conversate.
This is why Richard and Rhodes are married. Okay. They're perfect for each other.
Explain to me how.
You're married, so it's different. You got somebody to be able to lay like.
Yeah, but I didn't have somebody yet.
Well, would you really serve 34 years in Bolingbroke for him by stealing a bunch of, going against your oath, and stealing a bunch of weapons to give to him if it meant saving his life? I thought it was worth it for me at one point. I learned that lesson.
I'll be honest, I really would. It would be the most difficult thing I'd ever do. But I would do anything for that man. I really would. It would literally be the hardest decision I ever made. But if it was the only thing that could save his life, I'd do anything.
No, I'll tell you, it's not worth it.
Well, I said we're going to have to get you a name change because I don't like looking at 3-1 or anything and seeing my husband's name and then being disappointed immediately afterwards. It's not nice.
Why are you disappointed with your husband's cousin?
What?
I'll break it. I'll break it down to you. Listen, we're related.
What?
We're related, Richard. But we didn't want to break the news to you just yet, you know, because I just it might have been too much for you.
You're lying.
I am not.
You're lying. He's never told me about any family. Well, he has, but he's never mentioned you before.
Oh, I mean...
What are you, like the black sheep, the ugly duckling? I mean, I can tell you're the ugly duckling. It's because you've already lied and deceived me. Hold on.
the
you
thing
need
is,
to be
like,
advised
one,
that
to, like,
vehicles going
ease
westbound
into it,
Innocence if you're
like,
chasing that
so you
Sultan
knew that we're
or
related,
northbound Elgin.
but then everybody just knew that I was related to him, and I was like, I don't need to lie to you anymore because like everybody just knows. So it would have been better if you heard it from me, you know.
Last time it was also innocent.
Well, consider this the beginning of the end, Ryan. I hope you're ready for. I hope you're ready for misery, okay? Because I'm gonna make your life miserable.
Why? What? Why? Why? Why are you being so rude? I'm just trying to do good, Richard.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. You heard about bad mother-in-laws? Get ready for bad.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cousin-in-laws. Maybe you should maybe you and and Ryan should go fuck him up, you know?
Oh, I didn't technically tell you about Ryan. Listen, here's the thing about Ryan. Oh gosh. I'm gonna be real. I didn't think he was actually gonna transfer. You know, he sort of inquired, and then, honey, he's offering me money to like upgrade my cars and stuff, and he makes money because I don't, because he's LSPD.
Right. But you introduced me to him,
Yeah.
and you didn't mention that he was a cousin or anything. Are you sure he's your cousin?
My life miserable.
Hold on, Ryan,
I think we need to get a DNA test.
Honey,
we need to do a 23andMe.
No, we need to figure out what fucking variant of llama he is.
Well, exactly. He looks nothing like you.
Honey, that's to be expected.
Well, he's an ugly duckling, you know?
I didn't want to say that out loud, but I'm glad you did.
Are you sure he's family? Are you sure he didn't just like call up one day and was like, hey, cousin, I'm Ryan Rhodes.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, he is related. Listen, he's not a bad kid. Okay, he's not a bad kid, but he makes some poor decisions sometimes, like that fucking haircut. Why don't you? I think he's been sent by somebody. By who?
I don't know. You don't talk about your family, honey, and then he just turns up out the blue.
Well, so you have to understand that 9 times out of 10, the reason I'm not choosing to talk about my family is because, like, out of sight, out of mind. I done left for a reason.
Yeah, and we've never really talked about that reason. I have my personal theories, but I didn't want to dig around, and now I'm worried that he might be the reason. Was he the reason?
No, he wasn't the reason.
Do I need to take him out? You know,
honey, he was not the reason. He's one of the good ones.
The Rhodes name's very important. Listen, Rose died, and that was very sad. Okay, but at least we don't have to worry about her bringing the name down anymore. Okay, now honey, he's got a lot that. What?
She's I'm 6 just feet saying under.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the facts here.
It's been brought down.
Yeah, but like at least people can like pay their respects and shit. You know what I mean? And they'll think nicely about her. Ryan has now got to like uphold the Rhodes name.
Being alive is a good starting point, don't you think? I'm
just saying, if he's not upholding that name, I'm gonna have to start getting involved. I've already told him that he's got to be. You know, I said, you've heard about crazy mother-in-laws. I'm going to be a crazy cousin-in-law. That's what I said.
Oh, my God.
I said it.
I've always been of the mindset that, like, I think of the fucked up things, right? Like, you know, I have intrusive thoughts, okay? And
Yeah.
I'm a firm belief that if you really want to get to someone, you don't target them, you target the people they care about. Because if innocent people start getting, we've already spoken about this, right? Innocent people
So if
start
I'm
getting
gonna
targeted.
get to Ryan, I gotta target you.
No, I just think publicly, we just pretend we share the same last name. That's really what that was the entire goal originally. And there's just so many people around when it all happened. I just don't want people to target Ryan. Honestly, honey, similar to what you're doing now. I don't want the Rhodes name to be the reason he gets treated differently.
No, I think it's a good thing that everybody would know, because then they wouldn't go after you, they'd go after him.
Yeah, I need you to know that I am no, nothing to bring to HR. I mean, I am the biggest self snitch. Actually, you know what? I will tell Dakota I'm not following the instruction given, because that's fucked up.
You're gonna come?
Already did. No one can do anything about it.
Oh, you don't know about the firing squad.
I'm sorry. Huh? Honey, do you know that I got the V12 engine?
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. What's on your face? What the fuck is that?
Honey, I haven't shaved. It's November. Also, honey, I had an HR meeting where they also said I can't nut for November either. Despite them being good friends, one of them cheated
He's like
on
an
the other
old
one's
man.
with
He's like
the other one's fucking
you know when you
wife
have
just
like
to prove to the other one
when you have
that their wife
like
would
grandparents that keep telling the same story, but you don't want to stop them because you just
and his favorite show is
you just want
Frank
to
and
you want them to
Gracie
keep
or
talking
Frank
and you don't want them to go
whatever the fuck
anywhere.
it is. And it apparently
Because he's
it's also
told
a show
this
about
story
cheating.
before. Oh yeah?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Oh, well, I got something to tell you. I'm going to take the phone call, though.
Okay.
I'm a super soldier now because Fred injected me with some super serum. Bye. Hello, Richard Dog speaking.
Huh?
Just calling regarding your husband, Matt Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an order by the HR department, Human Resource Department, the Blaine County Sheriff's Office, and I just want to make sure that he's been abiding by it.
What order is that?
He's not allowed to ejaculate during the month of November.
That is unconstitutional and ridiculous. And
Well, the order's been made.
If you can't control my husband's nothing, I swear to God, I will end your stupid little department.
Who?
You! I will end your stupid
Asked.
department. Okay. Right.
That's how they get into the limits.
So continuing west Vinewood.
I always wanted to say this, Rhodes. You sound so much like Flop. It's crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, just like
Slowing.
Flop is your son, right?
Technically, yes.
South Rockford Drive.
I will say, I did see you guys know that livery that comes on that Porsche-looking SUV? I did see Sean McQuillan. It was registered to Sean McQuillan. There was a passenger with a motorcycle helmet that did not say anything. They did wave to me when I was engaging in conversation with them. And I did see them heading eastbound through the alleyway, passing Mission Row towards Little Bighorn. This was, I'd say, a few minutes prior to this occurring.
Just be advised of the latest tweet as well from Flop.
Flop. I went to Milton's earlier. As Sean McCullen was driving it, and he came up and was talking to me, and his passenger was wearing the motorcycle helmet and all black. And then
That's why.
He to repair my car, he changed it into his mechanic outfit. It's Flop.
So Flop did this.
That's what it sounds like. 'Cause it says it's a shame it had to come to this.
For obvious reasons, I'm going to distance myself from any investigation, though I would treat him no differently. Public perception of the situation is ideal to consider, especially if and when this goes to a court case.
Be very thorough with the documentation of that scene.
They phone.
This is a murder charge. Anastacia's not with us anymore. And don't you dare leak that to anybody.
I will say this. A lot of people may not realize this, but Richard and I have distanced ourselves fairly heavily from Flop since his affiliation with the ADMC. Same thing with Ziggy. Haven't spoken to him in months. I'm not going to sit and pretend that, like, Richard and I are perfect or anything to that extent, but I want you to know that anything that I said, anything that Richard said, how we felt about the whole situation back then was it was because of this. We could see the writing on the wall. And it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all, especially knowing Ziggy's relationship at first. And even when Ziggy admitted, barely, might I add, during that first time that we had all spoken together, his mind was already made up. I want to love them. I know that sounds terrible to say, but
no, I've been clinging to some tiny scrap of hope that our Flop would come back, that he would see how horrible everything is, and that it wouldn't be something that he could do. And he would come back to us. But he's gone. Dad and I talked about this not too long ago. He's not our Flop anymore. Our Flop is gone. So I called Dad and I asked him what he thought, and he was like, I think he believes it, but at the end of the day, Etta, he was with the people who tried to kill you the next day.
True.
Did he talk to you about the conversation that he had with Flop?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, Dad has pretty much accepted that.
I know that sounds terrible, but I do think there's a world in which Flop will justify his actions and say, well, neither of you spoke to me. I'm obviously referencing me and Richard, but
yeah.
That wouldn't be a lie. We haven't. But the reality is, even if we had, and even if Flop ever attempts to claim that things would have changed if we had, it's a lie. His tie to Ziggy, unless that tie was gone, he was always going to be affiliated with him. Always. Not a doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Why are you wearing an oversized shirt?
It's my husband, okay?
I knew you were the bottom.
Of course I am. What kind of question is that, man?
Yeah, you're definitely a sub, 100%.
And what? And what? At least I own my sexuality.
Yeah, I own. What do you mean? I own my. When have I not owned my sexuality? I'm not a closeted gay man. I'm a straight.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
How
like
many times have you said,
sure.
if I was gay, I would steal your husband? How many times have you
if
said
I
that?
was gay, I would steal your husband, 100%.
That's not a normal straight man thing to say, you know.
No, it's a normal egoist thing to say. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a difference. Okay.
That's like a sociopath would say that. You know, a maniac.
Hey, bro. I'm all done.
Hey, tight dick, player. Come on.
What? Shit. Bro, did you look at my dick?
I took a picture of it.
You did what? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture of your dick now, man.
Give me that. Delete that.
I'm gonna put it up during the court case.
You are not gonna put my dick up in a court
I'm gonna
case,
state
man.
announce a picture of your dick and balls, Dark.
You want?
Dark, don't you see how me and you could be good partners?
Last night, Officer Anastasia Pierce was murdered.
Oh, God.
She was shot execution style in the back of her head. She was dead on arrival at the hospital.
Woken?
I was called in. To call time of death and perform the autopsy. You know, the last time I saw her was at our wedding. It was Flop. Flop murdered her in cold blood. He tweeted after.
No. I don't think so. I don't think he'd do something like that.
My brother is gone. They've turned him into a monster.
Just I don't believe he could do something like that. Not after Cody.
I
And
know.
he doesn't fucking remember Cody. He said it.
I was the back of her head.
So not only is whoever did it a coward, if you're saying this is ADMC,
Oh, 100% it is.
After what happened to TJ, they're a bunch of hypocrites, though. We can name one fucking flop investigation that. Oh God.